Hey guys, welcome back to Let's Play Twilight Princess. We're still in the City of the Sky. We're not yet done with it, not by a long shot, still. But we do have the double claw shots, which means we've made at least decent progress so far. Anyway, this is the time where you want to take the other claw shot target. You may remember there's where we got our first small key in that chest. And this will drop us down to this little platform here. See, the reason you didn't want to go here before is because you need the double claw shots to go from one to the other. If you did fall down here, you could use that ivy to get back up. So, you know, no worries if you do accidentally take the wrong one. But since we have the double claw shots, we can continue forward through here. And you may not really know where to go once you get to this last one. It's like, what do I do? What do I do? It's falling. But actually, if you just drop, there's a platform down there, so it kind of gives you a moment of panic, I guess. So we can now go through here, and we're pretty much on like the undersides of City in the Sky, which is pretty cool. We're going to be using our double claw shots pretty extensively in here. And this is where I start to get a little bit lost, personally. You can come over here if you want. Let's see, I don't even remember how you get there, actually, to be honest, but all that's in that chest is 20 arrows, so who cares about that, right? Alright, so we need to come over to this grating over here, and if there's this very obvious gap in the wall. So if we take out our claw shot and look down, we can see a grating right here on this side. Come down to it. So, I mean, as I said, it's pretty easy to get turned around in this place. There's some DQ things we can take care of here. Be careful not to actually latch onto the platform. Whoa, okay, that was close. That thing almost knocked me off. That would have been disastrous. Alright, did I get him? Yeah, I got him. As I was saying, you can actually launch onto the, Oh, what is it? Look at that. You see that shadow over there? Dude, that's crazy. Those are shadows from chews that are on the floor above. Wow, what a glitch. Man, that's pretty incredible. I never saw that before. Okay, anyway, as I've been trying to say numerous times, you can actually grapple onto the little platform thing without taking care of the DQ first, and you'll pretty much just immediately take damage and fall off, lose a heart, and have to start all over again. So, you know, obviously you want to make sure to try to take care of the DQ things first. So here we grab onto this grating, we grab onto this target, and there's a grating over here. And I think there is one more target on the ceiling, and we finally get to our next place. So aren't the double claw shots just like the most fun item like ever invented? It's so cool, I love them. And there's also a treasure chest over there, and a treasure chest over there. Both of them are rupees. To get to that one, just jump across. That's pretty easy to get to. So is that one, just jump across those blocks. No need to really waste the time doing that, because you really don't need rupees for anything else in the game after this point. So here's another one of these big DQ things that we haven't dealt with in a while. I think the last one that we saw of this was in the Forest Temple. I mean, there might have been another one, I just don't really remember. Take it off me. Alright, so of course to finish this thing off we need bombs. I haven't bought any more bombs like since the game started. So, I mean, I just showed you how many. I've got the capacity for so much more. I just haven't really needed them that much. Alright, so we don't really, like, absolutely have to defeat the enemies around here. We can, really all we need to do is just look on the west and go up to this little column here. We can hook onto this. And this one is going to fall when we get on it, but if we look over and to the left, there's some ivy up there we can climb onto. It could be easy to miss, and you just kind of sit there sitting on the pillar going, what do I do? What do I do? But that's what you do. Alright, let's take care of this keys before we hop on here. This is just the absolute most evil thing they've ever put in this game, man. Alright, let's take care of this guy over here. He should just walk right off the edge. Goodbye. Alright, now we have to make our way across this freaking narrow thing here. I don't really know what that chest contains off the top of my head. I don't care really too much because that would throw off our straight path all the way through there. When we get to this side, there's a couple keys that we probably want to take care of before we try to make our way over there. As you can see, there's a chest right there that I'm targeting. So what we need to do to get across there is just climb onto this. We can't actually climb up from here, but what we can do is kind of shimmy around And for some reason, this takes incredibly long. I mean, I could see it'd be incredibly difficult to actually do that. I wouldn't be able to do that. I'm not that athletic, but it's kind of annoying to wait for. And we want to take care of this thing. Just make sure not to get hit by it. There it is. So just cut it down and then kill it. And opening this chest contains our first piece of heart for this dungeon. So, as per usual, there are 2 pieces of heart in this dungeon. There's also 2 Poe souls that we need to be collecting, but we haven't gotten to any of those yet. We won't be able to for a little while. But for now, let's just shimmy back across, because that was just a little optional place to go to. Now, once we get back on this side, we can look up with our claw shot to see that there is another pillar here we can attach to. Then attach to the next one, and just like before, once you get to this one, look up and to the left to get to some ivy. No, don't climb back up on it. Whoa. Man, that has to look ominous. Let's see just how far down that looks. Yeah, that'd be pretty that'd be pretty frightening if I was up there. Okay, so we can grab onto this target up here. That's just randomly placed for no apparent reason other than to get us down onto this platform, I guess. We've got another one of these armored lizards to deal with. If you want, you could just run past them, but I like actually fighting things, so... Oh, man, that finishing blow is so hard to get. I've heard that it is possible, though, and I think you get like 50 rupees for it or something. But I can never just seem to pull it off, so it doesn't really matter. Alright, we took care of that guy, and now we're heading into this little square area here. Now, this is probably one of the most annoying rooms of this dungeon. It's not really even a room, it's just kind of an area, I guess, but whatever you want to call it, it's still incredibly annoying. Because as you can see, we're pretty much trapped on all sides by walls, but if we look up, we can see a Peahat just kind of randomly floating on the other side. That's not the one we need to get to, is it? Or it might be. Let's see, let's wait for it. There it is. See, you gotta wait for it to get in range before you can drop over to the other side. That's what's so annoying about this room. There's a lot of waiting because these Peahats move incredibly slowly. See, basically right now, I'm just forced to stand here while I'm waiting for the Peahat to come over this wall so I can get to the other side. Because right now, there's pretty much jack I can do about it. Just hit a few of these things, I guess. What are those rings there for, anyway, I wonder? Just an architectural design thing, I guess. I don't know. Okay, so now that we're over on this side, what we actually want to be doing is looking for a Peahat that's coming over this way. And instead of going the way that it takes us, what we want to do is might be able to see the Poe's lantern over there on that island. We gotta wait for it to get over here, and then use the claw shot to pull ourselves over to this side, where we can get our first Poe soul of City in the Sky. So let's just, oh man, that was cheap. I could have sworn I got him there. I guess I waited too long. Whoa, no, walk onto the Poe, not the Peahat. I think the Poe is your more immediate concern at the moment. Okay, so there's our first Poe soul. There's a chest over here with nothing important. It's just 50 rupees, I think. I don't know why I'm wasting time to get it, but might as well, I guess. So there's our 50 rupees. Let's just grapple back on out of here. And this is another one of those instances where I really just have to wait for this Peahat to come back. I mean, that's really the only thing that's annoying about this. It just takes so long. There's a lot of just sitting around waiting. This could have been designed a little bit better, I think. Either, like, make the Peahats a little bit faster, or make the distances they have to cover a little bit smaller. You know, something along those lines, so you don't have to just stand around waiting. You know, I mean, having these big epic areas is good and everything. You know, it's a cool idea, but you need something for us to do instead of just sitting around idle and waiting. So when we get to the other side of this, we can grab onto this Peahat here. We gotta position this pretty closely. It's probably easiest to go into first-person mode because once you get out of it, the camera is directly behind you, so you can aim this pretty well. If you get too low, you'll end up just standing on that little broken out section there, and then you'll have to, like, grab a hold of the Peahat again. Because you actually need to get onto this ledge that's on the other side instead of just down there. So once we get on this side, we can go through this door. And it opens up to another open outside area, which is a little less annoying. But we're going to have to take care of this in the next part, so until then, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you next time.